Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rose Parade 2017. We are live and commercial-free from Pasadena, California, on the second day of January 2017. So, Happy New Year, everybody. Although I'm a day late, but Happy New Year anyway.
I'll still take it, Nancy.
I'm Nancy O'Dell, and in the booth with me for the very first time is the host of HDTV's Flipping Virgins, Egypt Sherrod. So I should call you a Rose Parade Virgin.
Well, live, I am. But you're the pro, so you're going to have to teach me the ropes today.
More like the oldie. Yeah.
I got to tell you, it's great to be here. I mean, I can't even put into words the excitement of the people, the energy at the parade right now.
It's palpable.
It is, and we're going to use a lot of fancy words today.
Yes, it's the Rose Parade. Well, you know, there's so much energy here, and I have to say I've done this for so many years, as you were talking about, but every single time I get goosebumps because of that energy. It's just amazing. And somebody that I always think of when I say the word energy is our very own Josh Temple with coverage down on the street. Happy New Year, Josh.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I would say Happy New Year, but come on, that's so yesterday. I am down in the middle of the action at the starting line of the Rose Parade, giving you an up-close look at all the floats, all the horses, and all the bands. And I would love to say, welcome, Egypt Sherrod. I'm glad you're there with Nancy O. Delicious.
Oh, that's my name. I want what he had for breakfast, by the way. Nancy,
I
listen,
know, coffee.
This is my grandmother texting me. This is a woman who I watch the Rose Parade with every year, and I just can't believe she's texting. My mom, I'm so proud of you. My mom, Mary.
Hi, Granny. Everybody loves the Rose Parade. And, you know, many people are actually wondering why the parade is today, January the 2nd, instead of on New Year's Day. Well, the reason why is because back in 1890, when the parade began, Sunday churchgoers were actually worried that the horses would actually get spooked by the float.
Really?
So the Rose Parade has actually honored that tradition of never having it on a Sunday ever since. And you know what? It's divine intervention because the weather today is fabulous.
It is a gorgeous day, and we have the best seats in the house.
I know, we thought it was going to be cold, but it's only 48 degrees, and you are in for a treat. And now it is officially time for the Rose Parade, presented by Honda.
Live from Pasadena, California, and the world-famous home of the Tournament of Roses, please say hello to the 2017 Tournament of Roses president, Brad Ratliff.
Good morning, Rose Parade fans. You're just seconds away from experiencing the most magnificent New Year's spectacular of them all, the Rose Parade presented by Honda. So, Happy New Year, and go Roses!
With millions of viewers in over 200 countries and territories around the world, the streets of Pasadena are filled with fans ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. Come celebrate beauty at its best with America's New Year's celebration. It all starts here. It all begins now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2017 Rose Parade, presented by Honda.
What a way to start Rose Parade 2017, and yeah, here comes the flyover by the B2 Spirit. I mean, this is the thing that really gives you the goosebumps. This multi-role stealth bomber has a wingspan of 172 feet, more than half the distance of a football field, believe it or not, and actually tips the scales at 160,000 pounds. I say the plane's New Year's resolution is going to be a diet, right? Here we have Hope Blooms Forever by America Honda. And what a way to start the parade with this colorful float right here. It heralds this year's theme, Echoes of Success, by celebrating renewal, healing, and the power of dreams and friendship. And I'll tell you what, there's no better way to symbolize renewal, hope, healing, resilience than the children of the Honda Tomodachi Initiative. And one of the things that's so interesting about this float is that it's brought to life by 4 rotating kinetic sculptures. So when you're looking at these, they're moving pieces that took actually 1,000 hours to create.
1,000 hours?
We saw these up close and personal, and it was just amazing where you see them.
I didn't realize how many hours go into it.
Yeah, well, they start working on it actually next year's parade, the day after this ends. So they actually start coming up with the designs and everything.
Well, I noticed this float's design takes its cue from the art of origami. The builders and decorators had to have a challenge to give the float this crisp paper look with all natural ingredients. And if you look, the center large origami rose spins in a kaleidoscope effect. And then doves are released. You gotta watch this.
Yeah,
Did you
the
see it?
leaves are actually gonna lock in, and then the dove release happen, which we just saw. And they're flying over the parade route right
They're
now,
gorgeous.
which is absolutely beautiful. And the phoenix in the back actually symbolizes rebirth and is covered with yellow carnation petals. It's amazing. We were talking about every inch of a float is covered with organic materials. The amount of detail that goes into all of these floats that you're going to be seeing today. The petals are glued in layers to look like the feathers, and then there's yellow, red, purple straw flower, and they're blended and cut to give the different textures and the shading that we see.
We've only just begun the parade, but if that float is any indication of what's to come, this is definitely the most wonderful parade in the world. Okay, we're welcoming in the United States Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard. You see 6 horses there, all Mustangs. The riders are all active duty Marines wearing dress blue bravos. This is the only remaining Mounted Color Guard in the Marine Corps today. And everyone knows I love to see a man in a uniform.
Well, this military unit, which is comprised of active duty Marines, is permanently stationed at the Marine Corps Logistics Base in Barstow, California. Good to have them here. And here we have the United States West Coast Composite Band. This is 111 total members, and they are all combat trained Marines who are equally skilled with rifles and musical instruments. We just want them to keep which one is straight.
In Stepno, never missing a beat.
Yeah, many of the members of the band have completed recent combat tours actually in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Should we take a listen?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got it.
They've actually performed in the Rose Parade for over 60 years, and this is the only event that brings them all back together.
I heard they don't rehearse every day. As a matter of fact, they didn't even see each other or rehearse until this morning.
Makes you wonder how they are so in unison there.
Pros are pros.
I guess it's the Marines, right? Right now, we have the winner of the Governor's Trophy, which is the best depiction of life in California. It is the Gold Rush.
Yes. This is the Downey Roads Float Association. As the story goes, on January 24th, 1848, a carpenter working at a mill in Northern California made a discovery that would change the course of American history. 2 gold nuggets. We're rich! Within a year, tens of thousands of people, popularly known as 49ers, were traveling to the land around John Sutter's mill in hopes of striking it rich. And this float echoes that day of success.
And you look, they're right there at the 300-foot track. I mean, a wild miner is getting the ride of his life. in this
I want
parade.
on that float.
Yeah, many of the volunteers actually with this self-good organization, they're retired theme park engineers. So they really, really enjoyed creating this design. I spoke to a couple of them when we actually toured all of the floats, and they really had a great time designing this. And this is actually the third time that a real roller coaster has been built on a float in parade's history. All right, let's find out what's going on down on the street. I know that's lots of action right down there, Josh. What's happening?
The tournament is doing something very exciting this year. For the sweepstakes winner, not only do you get a year of bragging rights, but you get hardware. Rose Parade, most beautiful entry. And look at this thing, it's huge. It seats like 12. So you can, all year long, the winner can say, look, Ma, I won the Rose Parade. And that winner this year is, I can't. Well, someone won. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Josh. Coming around the bend now, Wells Fargo Stagecoaches. This is their 11th consecutive Rose Parade appearance. Wells Fargo's history goes back in time to the birth of California statehood. During the California Gold Rush in 1852, Wells Fargo exchanged cash for the pioneers' gold dust.
Yeah, and actually before the railroads, the Wells Fargo Stagecoaches actually connected people and communities, and the coaches that we see today are actually quality replicas. But Wells Fargo actually has a collection of the original stagecoaches on display in the museums throughout the country. Yeah, you can actually go see them.
You have to wonder what the people on the float are feeling right now. I remember riding a float one day. It was years ago, and I felt like Miss America. You couldn't tell me anything. I even did the Miss America cup wave.
Well, this float kind of looks like Miss America here because of all the colors on this. The winner of the theme trophy, the best presentation of the Rose Parade theme. So this is a big one. It's called Teammates in Life. It's by Donate Life. And the vibrant design depicts a spectacular Polynesian-style catamaran, which is sailing the streets to remind us that no one succeeds alone, and that we all thrive by working together. And the really cool thing right here, the 24th transplant recipients joined together to paddle in unison on a spectacular catamaran covered with Indian-folded leaves through a Hawaiian paradise. Look at it, going at it.
Gorgeous. The walkers there are a living donation kidney chain. It's powerful. This concept, I'm telling you, it's very emotional and a beautiful float.
And you know, all the floats on the street, they're actually tested before they are approved by the tournament to roll down the parade route fully decked out, because they want to make sure that they're actually working. And it's during these tests that float riders actually get the chance to feel what it's going to be like to be on the float on parade morning, probably to see how tired their arms are going to get from all the waving. And originally everybody here was going to be on their own paddling, but they found out during the test run that it was too hard for them to stay in sync.
I saw that. They tied them together. I thought that was hysterical. They said, hey, let's just, hey, you do all the work.
Yeah, they're all connected now.
Oh, here they come, representing Lithonia, Georgia. You know I live in Atlanta, so I've seen these guys perform before. Martin Luther King Jr. High School Kings of Halftime. That's what they call them.
I like it.
You have 193 total, 6 drum majors, 88 brass, 42 percussion, 40 woodwinds, 4 banner carriers, and 13 color guard. Boy, are they bad.
They are. You can tell they're having such a great time. And it's easy to see why the MLK Kings of Halftime have received superior rating starting in 2001. Actually, they were invited to perform in South Africa at the Field Band Foundation's South Africa National Championships.
They make me wish I stuck with my clarinet lessons. Ma, you were right, okay? You were right.
Take a look. So seemed like they knew what they're doing, but that was actually their first time in the parade. All right, Home Tweet Home. That's what this one is called by the Burbank Tournament of Roses Association. And when family and friends come out to help the Chirpingtons build a new home, including Richard Beats, the architect, and Floyd Feathers from Feathers Customs Homes, well, success is created by the teamwork of the group working together to get the new home built. How adorable are these little birdies?
They are so cute. They have an expression like real emoticons. They call them birdicons.
I like that.
Hey, I just pegged that.
Yeah,
no right idea, guys. Everyone heard me peg that.
You should keep it, for sure. You know, there's 17 total birds packed into this self-built float, and rather than sculpting individual beaks and eyes with metal, with the birds' faces here were actually carved out of big pieces of foam. And this was by far, I gotta say, the messiest part of the build. As you can see there, the volunteer carver, who is actually a dentist by trade, believe it or not, utilized saws and knives and scrapers and even a garden spade to meticulously give each bird a unique expression. You know, they're gonna watch this, the people who have this as their dentist, they're gonna be like, wow, he uses big tools right there. 15,000 roses were used on this float, and it's just absolutely adorable. Well, Hey, listen, tonight, HGTV's favorite frenemies are back. TV rivals Hillary and David are once again going head-to-head, so you can watch Hillary redesign her couple's house as David takes them to see new homes on the market and then see if these conflicted homeowners will love it or